Are you ready, Trinice?
Are you ready?
I'm ready as can be. Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the 2023 Pratt & Whitney Singapore Invention Convention. I'm Hui Lin.
And I'm Trinice, and we're your MCs for this morning.
Today marks the start of the 5th Singapore Invention Convention. We want to take this time to appreciate the support of our presenting sponsor, Pratt & Whitney. This time last year, we were right here in TP, celebrating the innovative spirit of our inventors. Same place, new year. We're privileged to be back on Temasek Polytechnic's awesome campus for the event. TP has been a valued knowledge partner, and we're proud to co-organize the Pratt & Whitney Singapore Invention Convention with TP.
This year, we've also got judges that have flown in from overseas. Coming all the way from France, please join me in welcoming Susan and Mark Stowe. Judging at numerous invention conventions, Susan and Mark are our lead judges at the 2023 Pratt & Whitney Singapore Invention Convention. Please also put your hands together to welcome Dr. Roseanne Moore. She's a principal research engineer.
Oh my gosh.
From Georgia Tech.
Whoa!
No, could never be me. Hear more from her at the coding workshop and award ceremony tomorrow. We would also like to extend our appreciation and thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Neil Cockway. Where are you? For gracing us with your presence today. We would also like to thank all our speakers, sponsors, esteemed judges, educators, parents, guests, and of course, the most important one, our inventors. And this year, we've also joined with regional participants from the Philippines and Indonesia. Everyone say hi!
The annual Invention Convention is a celebration of our inventors. Let's take a look at the highlights from the 2022 event. All right, all right, all right. Pratt & Whitney has been a firm supporter of the event. We would like to invite Mr. Yogesh Vaswani, Regional Vice President of Asia Pacific Customer Business at Pratt & Whitney, to kick off the event with a few words. Mr. Yogesh Vaswani.
So last year when I was here, I brought a sheet of paper, then I saw these bright minds and I was like, well, Audrey's giving me a nice speech, but how do I make this personal? So this year, yesterday I took a walk with someone, and I'll share a story with you just to tell you how mind-blowing a time it is today. Right? But first, on behalf of Pratt & Whitney, thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this culture of innovation. The theme is Dare to Invent. You can't dare if you don't have courage. You don't have courage if you aren't convinced of something, right? Or if you're hooked onto something. You don't get hooked onto something unless you have the knowledge or the awareness of, and so all of this comes down to curiosity, right? And so yesterday, one of the reasons I love living in Singapore is because there's people from all walks of life in such a small place, right? And so you bump into them and you learn something new. So I'm riveted by this story. So this gentleman, 30 years ago, at one of the premier institutes in India, studied neural networks and computer science. 30 years later, he's now retired. He did not do anything in the field of computer science. He became a finance guy like me, made a lot of money, and now, at the age of 55, is wondering what's his purpose in life. And he finds himself, after 1 year of self-reflection, that, you know, science, technology are at a point in history, at an inflection point in history, and artificial intelligence and neural networks, which is something that he was, he studied and he was passionate about, is going to change the world in ways that newspapers cannot fathom, right? Magazines cannot fully describe, and so he's going to start a venture in this front. And I was like, well, everyone's talking about artificial intelligence. What's so different that you're going to do? And he's like, you don't understand. The first revolution was one of scale, right? Industrial revolution, where we figured out how to make candy faster, better, quicker, and that's taken us the last 100, 200 years. Then came the services revolution over the last 50 years, where today you want something delivered to you, right? Technology, e-commerce enables you to do that. But what artificial intelligence is going to do is solve society's problems without needing the human mind. Sure, another sci-fi movie. And 45 minutes later, I promise you, I had the hair on my hand standing up, because as he talked about it, in the last 36 months, apparently there's research out there, unpatented code out there, for all of us to go explore and read, that speaks to how machine learning and artificial intelligence is getting to a point where even if it was human mind that coded 1 + 1 = 2, as it builds and it learns, it starts to say that, yeah, 1 + 1 is 2, but then here's something else that happens when you add 3. So he gave me the example of water drops, and I know I have 10 minutes, and I'm a non-technical guy, but I have to bring this out to you. You add 1 drop of water in a glass, in a cup. It's a drop of water. Add 2, add 3. As you add more drops of water, it's no more just water in that cup, because you've added other elements, other emergent qualities. Temperature has changed of those water droplets. The quantum of water in that cup has changed, and so now suddenly the movement of that water in the cup is different. And so he was trying to explain to me how what artificial intelligence is helping do, what neural networks are helping us do, is take all of human wisdom, put it together and try and develop permutations, combinations of what's possible, right? And the possibility is way beyond what the mind can fathom. And as he's talking about that, he himself is lost in the possibilities of what this means for healthcare, what this means for science, what this means for engineering problems that Pratt & Whitney is trying to solve, right? So as I'm listening to him, I'm thinking, okay, at Pratt & Whitney, we develop aircraft engines, right? The engine that we designed and developed 12 years ago is called the gear turbofan, right? For decades, for hundreds of years, we know a gear, a wheel, right? But for decades, aerospace companies could not figure out how to have gears in an aircraft engine flying 40,000 feet high, because when two metal objects rub against each other, they create heat, right? So in an already hot engine, if you add more heated parts, right, that's dangerous, right? But 12 years ago, Pratt & Whitney figured out how to have a geared turbofan architecture, right? Fast forward today, not only is it saving 20% in fuel, 50% in NOx, 75 nitrogen oxide, 75% in noise, but it's revolutionizing how other engine makers are designing their newer engines, right? And these parts that are going into our engines are made of metal, get as hot as the temperature inside a volcano, but still keep their form, fit, and function. How does that happen? Right? And that's still modern but not artificial intelligence involved. Once we can figure out how to bring different metals together using neural networks and artificial intelligence, imagine the possibilities for the kind of flying taxis that that we're experimenting with in Singapore, right? You'll see a demo outside, you'll hear about it. So my long-winded way of saying that, being around you guys is a privilege. The students who are here, the kids, the participants who are here, you are already gifted, which is why you're here, right? Now the question is, what do you do with this? How do you fuel that passion? There is so much possibility. You are going to live in a generation at a time where your parents are not going to be able to fully appreciate technology the way you do, right? And that's going to be our challenge. How do we get out of your way? How do we enable your curiosity? But please stick with it. We are proud that young kids are trying to solve problems that you see around your daily life. Last year was amazing in terms of walking around. This year we look forward to it. Thank you to the judges. Why would grown-ups travel halfway across the world to see what you have developed? Because what you're starting right now is important, right? And so please, be proud of yourselves, right? Make sure that you raise your hand when you see something wrong. Make sure you raise your hand when you have a question, and keep at it, because you are the future, and the future is changing so fast that we may not be able to help you, so you really need to start early. With that, I'll shut up and move on with the program. But thank you on behalf of Pratt & Whitney for your participation. We are proud to enable the next generation, and I'm truly privileged to be here. Thank you.
First step of innovation. Mr. Praswani, please accept our token of appreciation. Let us now invite Gwen from PCF Sparkle Tots Cashew to present artwork that she made. Trenis, did you know that Mr. Yogesh Praswani currently leads commercial engine customer engagement at Pratt & Whitney across the Asia-Pacific region? He joined Pratt & Whitney in 1996 and held various roles, bringing with him more than 25 years of experience. Isn't that amazing? He launched new game-changing products, commercialized new technologies, managed enterprise risk, drive business performance, and enable customer success. That is just amazing.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, this year, we have more than 240 inventors with brilliant solutions to real-world problems in various categories, including sustainability, health and medical, education, lifestyle, and much more. Each of them have shown resilience, creativity, and innovation in their journey of invention. To all our inventors, congratulations on coming this far in your invention journey. Give yourself a round of applause. Invention education to encourage innovation. Through a rigorous invention process, our students hone their skills in critical thinking and creative problem solving, build empathy, and take risks. And last but not least, they change the world. Oh my God. The invention journey begins with identifying a problem and researching to understand and brainstorm ideas. Then they design, build, and test their innovations before communicating their solutions. Enough from me. Let's watch our inventors in action.
Simple things, right? Simple things, that's where curiosity begins, that's where solutions begin. So thank you for all those young minds who have taken the time and effort to prove yourselves, to justify your idea, to give it form, to tell your story, and to give us this joy and this hope that what we've seen around us so far in the last, I don't know, our lifetime of 24 years is going to pale in comparison to what's yet to come.
That innovativeness going to fuel the whole spate of invention that is very positive. And education institutions like this and possibly working in concert with many other movements and shapers of this purpose, like will actually make that difference. So I'm commending you for this platform.
That's really the heart of invention. It's not so much about creating the next blockbuster product, but making a difference, coming up with something that can help the community and the people around you. First is, I hope that as all the young inventors continue to grow, continue to have this dare to dream mindset and believe that anything is possible.
All right, let's give it up for our inventor. Okay, can I get a raise of hands? Who's excited for our next speaker? Yes? All right. Okay, let us now invite Dr. Neo Kok Peng, our guest of honor, to say a few words. Dr. Neo Kok Peng is an accomplished engineer, educator, and entrepreneur, known for his expertise in technology, innovation, and commercialization. He has won various international and national awards, including the President's Design Award and the U.S. Veterans Affairs Innovation Initiative Award. Dr. Neo is a distinguished visiting professor at renowned global universities, including Harvard and Tsinghua. He has co-founded, chaired, and invested in several deep tech ventures, showcasing his remarkable contributions to the fields of technology and entrepreneurship. He is Singapore's co-convener of the ISO 56000 Innovation Management System. Take it away, Dr. Neo.
Okay, thank you very much. And I will stand here. I think I'm closer to ground. Okay, this is just to impress you. I met a new president. Okay, but never mind. So, do you have a dream?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody has a dream, come on guys? Yes, I have a dream. Oh, yes. Okay, so everybody have a dream. So I have a dream, you have a dream. What kind of dream is this? You want to fly? Everybody want to fly? You want to fly? Okay. So I think everyone, when you are growing up, like this age, they say, oh, okay, there's something flying. I wish I in it, right? So everybody have a dream, and possibly you want to fly, and it's here, right? So I did. So I want to fly, and you realize it. I get my pilot license, and I did 18 years old. Courtesy of Singapore government, so it's free. But that's a very interesting start, right? You know, my son is there, and my wife is there, and you know who is the what you call real cool person? Not me, right? Yeah, that's my wife. Okay, now, so I'm going to talk about dream and reality, right? I think everybody has a dream. The question is how to then work on your dream and have the passion. I think the first thing you have the passion, right? I dream about it, maybe what Yogesh talked about, science fiction. Okay, you got a dream, and you got to dream about the future, and then you got to realize about it. And this, Poibun told me I got 10 minutes, and I was so excited when I hear that I got 10 minutes, I prepare 100 slides. So, by 10 minutes you clap means I got to go. Anyway, this is what happened. So my dream, when I flew, and was in the year 2000, I was working in San Francisco. I was like, there's this Highway 101. In Singapore, it's called CTE, right? It's always jammed. So I was like, jam, so why don't just fly over it? Simple, not too high, but just across, you know, fly over the bridges. And I thought, yes. So my thinking is, how about I make something that everyone can fly and everyone can experience the joy of flying. So in 2018, I decided to, experiment a lot, but it doesn't work. By 2018, when the drones technology is becoming more mature, I thought, yes, maybe we should try something. So I built my very first craft in Loyang, somewhere around there, near my house actually. And so you see the first craft was like 3 engineers, me, and then we built one. I tore it down already, just to prove that we can build something like a fly. No, not too high, but using props. And in 2020, I did another one. This is more avionics control. And I put it in Singapore Air Show. And guess what? Nobody comes. It's COVID time, right? But you can see it outside. Yeah. So last year, when COVID is over, I said, hey, let's build another one. Technology has improved, the software has gone better, and I think we've got to build something more ergonomics. And say, okay, let's spend some money, build something, really get a good design, and make it real cool. And yeah, so our vision is everyone can fly. Now I'll talk about how we actually want to make everyone can fly, and to build communities. So communities, right? Where are the communities? It's not at the airports. Communities are like somewhere here, somewhere in the neighborhood, or in the beaches, or somewhere around there. That's where we build communities. So in the industry parlance, it's called UAM. Alright? And really, you want to build something, then you think about who's going to use it, what's our concerns, and then you start thinking about your values, right? So the values that we have is safe. Something that flight got to be safe. And how to make it safe? There are a lot of considerations, but somebody must embody that safety factor. That you look at him and say you're safe, right? You look at me and say you're cool. Yeah. So safe, affordable, reliable, and affordable. So how do you actually personify or embed these values in the things that you want to do? So I have to go around now, be serious, gather a team, all right? So right in the middle, you see Jeff Williams. Jeff Williams is my good friend for 5 years. I brought him to Singapore when he just came back from the ISS, and he was like, hey, my mission is over, what should I do? I said, come to Singapore, talk to guys here, and fire up your dreams, right? And after the second trip, he looked at me and said, hey, what are you doing? Something that flies. I said, good. And can I join? I said, why don't you join? You're in space. We are near the ground. I said, but I'm retired. I said, okay, good. So you can join. But I think the most important thing is not because they're astronomers, right? The lowest line is the better line, right? Chief flight test pilot of US Army. So that's very important. I'm a pilot, but I'm not a test pilot. I cannot ensure safety for the ground, but he can. So he embodies it. Somebody really look after safety. Then once it's safe to fly, then the next thing is how reliable it is. So how to ensure reliable? You look for someone who's operational. Every day fly, every day look after many craft, maintain and all this. And in Singapore we call it commanding officer, CO, right? And the fighter squadron CO at high tempo is probably the right guy. So I went and looked for my friend, say, you retired, right? Looks like retiree, got a lot of jobs. But yeah, so he retired from the Air Force, and he's a CO, he run the squadron where he come and run flying clubs or communities. Alright, so that's how it goes, and then the rest, affordable is me, alright, I look at the business. And, alright, so this is the initial team. Don't change a lot, actually the teams are quite passionate, so they stay around there. I won't bore you with the business, of course, when you do invention, at the end you want to continue, you must look at the market, and must then see the big numbers, don't spend too much on it. The near one is the one that really says, what can you sell now, or who are people? But actually, in 2018, NASA actually did a very good study. So since you're kids, I'm not going to spend too much time, but it's basically saying, follow the rules. Like what rules? When you dream, you're supposed to break the rules. Yeah, you're supposed to look beyond the rules. But at least start with something that's simple, with existing regulations. Then you say, don't operate in the city center. Nobody's going to allow you to fly over Istana, City Hall. But you can fly along the beaches, okay? And then we have a partner with local guys because noise level, all kind of stuff. So based on these 3 approaches, we then look at, hey guys, I think this is very important. Everybody can fly. In US, not in Singapore. In US, there's this FAA, right? This authority. You can fly, you cannot fly, right? In 1982, they have this rule called Part 103. Very simple. It's an ultralight category, right? Don't bother too much about it. Basically, it says that if it's less than 115 kilogram and less than 100 kilometer per hour, look at the line 2. What does it say? Babies can fly. I'm never going to allow babies in my car, okay? But that's basically no restrictions. And that sort of fit into our dreams of everyone can fly. Alright, and then, okay, the rest, not really very important, but we want to make green, so it's fully battery powered. So you see, you have constraints. So it's not an air taxi. Right? I mean, this week you're going to see a lot of news about air taxi from the Dubai Air Show, but it's not about air taxi. It's about lifestyle, enjoyment, entertainment. Right? So it's ergonomics and design, and this, when we want to look at entertainment, then we look at fun stuff, we have unique flight experience, so we're going to integrate the real one and the metaverse. Right? So you can fly the virtual world and you can fly the real world, okay? So we're going to integrate them together, and if you know how to fly a drone, and now drones is less easy to fly, you can fly this. Because when I get my pilot license, I need to learn, what kind of clock is this? What kind of speed is the crosswind? You don't need it, right? Because everything is taken by software. You just say, I want to go there, then you go there. I want to go up, I go up. That's it. So it's intention flight, rather than skill flight. Yeah, software taken care of, right? We haven't decided to put AI. Okay, and how to get it fun? So firstly, you can fly like that, but we are trying to integrate AR, so that when you're flying, you can pick up Pokemons along the way. Alright, so it means you can generate all possible scenarios in the air. If you still don't understand what I mean, watch Top Gun Maverick. And then people was like, so what are you trying to build? You know? I say, simple, right? Go-karting, yeah. 2 dimension, you leave the go-kart in the air. Now, your route, infinite. You can do roller coaster in the air, right? So there's infinite possibilities. So one guy can fly this way, one guy can fly that way, and then what happens if they meet? They just stop. Because drones design, or quadcopter design, they can hover in the air, right? So no crash. Alright, so safety also are taken into concern. And we have an interesting concept called geofence, and a lot of people say geofence, okay, fence here, and then don't get out. I said, no, geofence is you as a center. So if you are tourist, you are flying like that, and you have one small little geofence for you. So you can maneuver around. So just follow the go-kart route. But you are professional, you give you a bigger geofence, bigger tunnel, so you just maneuver inside the tunnel. Anyway, it's still safe. Right? So there's no chance of you, or lesser, no chance of you hitting somebody else. And that's how we look at the geofencing concept. All right. So if you want to have fun, then you must have a clubhouse, right? To have located in scenic location, like some people say Grand Canyon, Singapore we say Marina Bay, Sentosa. Okay. Yeah. So you can fly around, just hug the ground, not too high. Too high, you don't feel the rush. Then you feel the adrenaline actually when you're near the ground. And done easily, make it very simple, just a big structure which you can done within a week and then just put a container. Alright, and then everything is done set up very, very fast. Alright, so the question is who is going to support you? Mind you, this is US, right? US law. So first thing is knock on the ambassador. You say, you know, go to the US embassy and say, hey, Ambassador Kaplan, can you help me? They say, yeah, I refer you to the Undersecretary of Defense. Okay, you'll go to Washington, D.C., talk to them, and they say, all right, let's talk to all the state's governor, and that's how it's done. Okay? Yeah, so we have people visiting us from 2018, and these are states that actually we went to talk to. So my idea is that there is, we have intend to have five clubs per state. And I was like talking to Florida, I said, I want to have 5 clubs, 5 sites, give me 5 sites per state. And I said, but we have 125 airports. I was like, I only need 5, but not airports. I need Disneyland. I need Mia Beach. Alright? And I need the place where there are lots of people to have fun, right? So we try to go around and say, okay, where are the places we can go? We're going to Oshkosh, right? Biggest air show in the world, so-called. For private, there's this tiny little spot, me standing there. And then we got very interesting people say, hey, you know, if I can fly from arenas to the yacht, maybe I can fly together the hot air balloon. I can complement my cable car stations. And well, suddenly, there are a lot more possibilities when you start looking at integrating in the communities. So I won't bother you with all this stuff. And then we get an award. But you want me to carry on? Let me clap already, no? I can end, right? Okay. So I think I will just say thank you very much for if you want to find any information, you want to take a picture of the crowd is outside. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Neo. Let's invite Dr. Neo to come on stage to receive a token of our appreciation. Let's also invite Mabel from PCF Sparkle Tots, Tampines North Block 492 to present an artwork that she made. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Dr. Neo and Mabel. Dr. Neo is founder and CEO of Neo Aeronautics. Hear more from him at Space Odyssey, a hands-on workshop that he is running tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. You can also visit the Neo Aeronautics booth to check out Singapore's first ever personal aircraft, one of Dr. Neo's innovations.
Really? Do you see anything outside just now?
Tables?
Better. Give me more.
Food?
Okay, more.
Booth.
Yes, speaking of booths and workshops, we've got lots in store for you this year. Let's now take a look at the lineup of events. Both by our sponsors to campus twirls around Temasek Polytechnic. This orange info card has all the information you need to enjoy this event. Complete the activity found in the info card and you'll stand a chance to win a mystery prize. You can also pick up a physical copy or access the e-copy at our check-in counter.
Over these 2 days, our inventors will be presenting live in front of judges. The submissions will also be scored by industry professionals and educators from all over the world. I bet you can't wait to see what our inventors have in store for us this year. Catch our inventors at the booths along the foyer for a chat to find out more about their inventions. If our inventors aren't there in person, just scan the QR codes at the booths to watch their pitch videos.
With that, we've come to the end of the opening ceremony. We would like to invite you to join us tomorrow for the award ceremony at 4 p.m, held right here in this auditorium. Right now, can we have everyone to move to the center, like just about here, for a photo? Okay, everyone, let's go.